Assalamu alaikum everyone. So let's make a quick recap on what happened last week before our top-down analysis heading into the last week of October. So this is Euro Audi and I was bearish initially in the week, but when I noticed market respecting a bullish point of interest here, a bullish fair value gap, and then I noticed some breaks to the top side. So on Monday I went long, which unfortunately I got stopped out. So I noticed some lows taken out here and then. Okay, I think it was this lows taking out displacement to the top side and I went long around here, but I got stopped out. There was a speech on Monday, even though there wasn't any really high impact news. And as for this trade, I noticed price mitigating our bullish point of interest. So price was mitigating our bullish point of interest. We had our break here to the top side and a pullback price to come in to mitigate our bullish point of interest for a long position. So that was the idea behind the trade I made on Euro Audi. So I was targeting this high, the nearest buy side. So I think I finally delete this. So as for these sales, which I analyzed, and unfortunately I wasn't triggered, but as you all know from our Topdown analysis last week, I was actually looking for sales because I was anticipating market to head towards our weekly sell side. There was news on Audi which gave us a structure shift on our daily time frame. So after price taking out buy side, we had a structure shift here. So which one can also use as a flip or whatever. But as I noticed this structure shift here on our daily, head into our lower time frame and then look forward, look for sales. So we had our flip, our market structure shift, market drawing into our for our favor lookup displacement to the downside, break of structure here, price taking out this high as liquidity, then mitigation, a pullback, and though I dropped this analysis in one of my platforms, so those who spotted it, maybe their entry point was a bit lower than mine and they were tagged. I don't know. So that is it for last week. And then I was targeting daily order block. My draw liquidity was daily order block, which was supposed to give me 86 pips, but unfortunately I wasn't tagged. So heading into next week, I think still since our overall target has not been reached, I'll still be aiming for price to draw into this our daily or weekly sell side. So we have our flip here, and then we had price mitigating our 4 hour order block. So with a good displacement downwards and price taking out this high as liquidity. So there's nothing much into that. It's just to wait for price to give me something maybe in 2 hours or 1 hour. Just wait for a break to the downside and mitigation of these highs here. And then I'll continue low and maybe targeting this low initially and then subsequently looking for market to take out this low. So I think Euro is quite straightforward because we have price mitigating our bearish point of interest. So this is a good market sell model, especially as price is coming back to mitigate our 4 hour order block. We have a good displacement here from our 4 hour order block and price to cut this high. So we have a potential break to the downside, but Mondays market usually is funny, especially Monday open. Maybe it might open with a gap to the top side, so we wait for better confirmation and see. So as for Euro USD, I think it's quite straightforward also because our top-down analysis for last week is still virtually the same thing. So starting from Monday here, I talked about this flip here, market creating a high to be taken out, break to the downside, then a solid sell opportunity. So it's quite straightforward, even though I didn't have, I wasn't there when it happened, so I could not take my trades on EU. But it is quite straightforward. From a Monday market came back to mitigate this flip zone I talked about. We had our break to the downside, and then heading into our gap to close this Monday's open this gap it left here. So and then subsequently our buy side liquidity I told you guys we were targeting it also took it out, gave us a displacement to the top side, then break downside liquidity here, and we also had an opportunity to go short, but these two trades I wasn't there. I analyzed them, but unfortunately I wasn't there to take them. So I think it's quite straightforward. So heading into next week, I'm still bearish actually. So let's just wait for price to give us opportunity to see if we are going to reach our daily sell side. So yes, but mind you, price has come to mitigate what a very important zone. So I'll check for the reaction here and see if we are going to continue higher. I'll wait and see if price starts mitigating our bullish point of interest, our bullish fair value gaps and other blocks, giving us breaks to the top side, coming back to mitigate it. I might target one of these highs, but if we have a strong displacement downwards, break to the downside, price mitigating our bearish point of interest, then I'll be targeting this daily sell side here. So it depends. We have to wait and see what's going to happen on our lower time frame to see how the market goes. So market actually is respecting our daily order block for now. So we'll wait and see next week what's going to happen. So for GBP USD also, since from our last week, we were targeting the sell side and market has already tagged the sell side. So for now, it's for me to wait and see what's going to happen. But based on what happened last week also, I think this was the flip I was talking about last week. Market displaced from here, gave us a pullback on our lower time frame, and there was CPI and GBP USD. I think this candle was that of CPI. So for those of you who took advantage of this, also this sell here, or one of this sell here on Monday, then I think our sell side was tagged. If you are not able to take this trade on Monday, this is also a clear zone for one to have traded, because you have market taking out these highs, giving us our break here to the downside and trading this fair value gap here. Subsequently, market took out our weekly target. So heading into next week also, our weekly target has already been tagged, so I'm not looking into anything, but I'm still bearish because we have a fair value gap here. Since market is in downtrend, if I don't see any clear structure shift to the top side, I'm not going to. But if I have a displacement, maybe market taking out this lows here, I'm still going low. Maybe target here, or if I have a clear something like this, maybe market taking out this low, maybe taking out a high, giving me something like, doesn't matter, whichever pattern you trade, right? Look to go lower, but Since my weekly target has been already tagged last week, so I'm just waiting to see maybe on Monday, Tuesday, and see where the market is likely heading. But I'm still bearish on both EU and GU. So I don't think, uh, I'm still bearish on GU. We have market coming into our daily order block here. So if I see any good displacement to the downside, I'll be targeting any of these lows here. Maybe I'll be targeting one of these lows here. So we wait and see. Market is respecting these levels here after taking out our sell side. We have a strong push to the top side. There's a market structure shift here actually. But if I see a good displacement to the downside, I'll wait for my break liquidity and market coming back to mitigate my zone, and then I'll target this low from then. If we're able to displace downwards, so this is my last target. So we wait and see what the market gives us heading into next week. So I think that's all for the week.